Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you are new to my YouTube channel, thank you for visiting me. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can find me on my YouTube channel, and that is Starlight Kathy with a K Dingman. And I just want to reach out to all of you and see how all of you are doing. I hope you are doing great. I hope you were able to get out in nature and, like to be kind to yourself. It's so important, don't be hard on yourself or others, I know what it's like. So, that's why I'm helping you out, is because I used to be really hard on myself. Nobody could be as hard as me on myself. So, I know if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You might have people that can be hard on you, but, you know yourself better than they do, right? So what I'm talking about on that is, so please, forgive yourself. And that is so important, and not only forgive yourself, is forgive those other people out there too. You never know what they're going through, and those kind of people are more than likely the kind of people you want to let go anyway. So, because I let go of a lot of people. It's like narrowed it down, like it really did. But I feel a whole lot better now that I did. So anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel, and you can give my videos a thumbs up. You can share them, with anyone you want. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget the notification bell, and you could leave a message down below. And if you'd like, that is, if you'd like, I would love to have you visit me on Instagram. And that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I do want to reach out to all of you beautiful souls out there, and this message is really important. Is I don't really know what I'm going to title it, but I know what I'm going to talk about. Is how do you spend your day? And this is what it's about, is to, time is ticking, really. It is going so fast. I know somebody right now in my life is, there's something that's going to happen that will be great for them, but they got to wait 9 months, and, you might be saying, wow, 9 months is a long time to wait for something, but really, it's going to go like this, gone. And so that's why this video is so important, is to ask you, where is all your time going? And that is so important, is that, like this morning, I felt kind of weird, because I don't know how it happened, but I got out of bed like an hour and a half later than I normally do. I'm like, when I seen the time. It's like, that really got, and it's kind of weird, because I did, somehow or another, I lost some time over the night, and it really, the whole day, I was an hour and a half off, because, I went and did all my stuff, but really now I'm an hour and a half behind, and, I got out later than I normally would, like for my jog. I tried to jog, but that kind of backfired on me, and I can't explain that here, but it did. It kind of backfired on me, and so I walked. I said, okay, I guess today I can't really jog today, so I will walk. It's one of those things that you have to deal with. Mainly, probably females more than men, but so anyway, just I went and got to my spot. Like, I love sitting by the river, and there's a nice bench there waiting for me with Starlight's name written all over it. I did not write all over that chair. I used to do that when I was younger, but I don't do that anymore. So I didn't write my name on that bench. It's not really mine. But I love sitting at this one, or the other, depending on which one's free. Normally they're both free to sit onto, and It's nice to sit in front of the river and just look at it. And a little bit of sun came out today. I'm looking out, and it was supposed to be like a cloudy day today. They got that right today. I gotta pick on those weather people, because you can't go by their weather, not half the time, So anyway, I really do. I really care about you, and I really want you to make the most of your time. It is so important. Like the person that I know, 9 months is going to go by quick. There's things that I'm waiting for. I'm all excited. I'm like, yes. I worked really hard, and, blessings are, I feel very blessed right now. I could cry happy, and I could cry when I'm sad, but right now I'm very happy, and it's just never know what the universe is gonna do next. So I'm extremely happy for some really great news, and so now I'm like, when is that gonna happen? So I'm very curious to, and I just made a video about let me think, I can't remember what the title is, about not fearing things. I don't even think I gave it a title, but it's just that you shouldn't be afraid of things. And so there's some things that I've never did in my life, and I don't know when, but soon, hopefully, in the summertime, like this will happen, is I'm gonna be taking a trip somewhere. And I've never traveled by myself. I love flying in an airplane, so it will be my very first time to actually fly in the sky in an airplane, by myself, and do everything like a big girl, where I gotta let fear go, like I gotta let that go and just enjoy the trip, and not to, I just gotta make sure I have all my ducks in a row before I go, because I got a lot to learn. But anyway, time does go by fast, and you really, like I said, I get disappointed in myself when I wake up and I say, oh my, like normally it's like I look at the time and it says like right before 7 o'clock, even though I set my alarm clock at 5 every morning. I do that as a kind of reminder, hey, soon you got to really wake up, and I think it was, the other morning, yeah, it's kind of funny when I wake up and the time's like 4:44, and I'm like, I just got done having a dream, and the time was 4:44. That happens even 3:33. So anyway, what do you do? Like how do you spend your day? I know my mornings are very busy. Like I wake up and I meditate, and I'm switching things around. Like I never did this before anyway, is to hurry up and get on the, like to see what's on the news. I could, I don't even want to know what they tell me on the news, because I don't trust any of that stuff anyway, so, but what is it that you do all day, throughout your day? You might have to go to work somewhere, either in the morning or in the middle of the night or in the daytime, somewhere, sometime. And how many hours are you working? Are you working, like the 9 to 5, or, are you working 12-hour shifts, or, and then what do you do when you get done with work? If you're doing 12-hour shift, I hope you're, relaxing somewhat, make sure you take good care of yourself, it's so important, do you make time, like, for yourself to go out, and enjoy life? Where there's a lot of people out there, they work so much, they don't even have a life. They're so busy with work, and then they got a family, and but they don't make any time for themselves, and that's really not a wise thing to do, because before you know it, your life is going to be over, and you're going to be like, man, I want to enjoy life, but you might not be able to later on. You could have health problems, or you might not be able to get out like you did when you were younger. So it's so important to make the best of your time now while you have it. And if you have kids, get them in a good practice of not staying home and just sitting there, like watching movies all day long or video games, where I do understand video games. There's, my son was in the video games. I did play a little bit of video games when I was younger, but my life was different, but, like now, I don't play video games anymore now. I put my toys away. I'm an adult now, where there are a lot of adults that are still playing video games, a lot, and these days it's amazing that there are more women out there either on video games at home or on their cell phones all over. They got these little games that you can play on your cell phone, and a lot of times maybe you're waiting for an appointment, and you could be playing like a little game on your phone while you're waiting to have your name called, so, but, like, are you taking any time out for yourself? It's so important that you do, like to, especially getting outside as much as you can out in nature, like get some good air. And today wasn't that warm out, and I can't really complain, but, I did have enough clothes on today. I dressed for the weather, I'm like, well, today's not going to be as warm as it was the other week, so I did have the right clothes on. And it was funny, though. There was a beautiful breeze, and I'm like, wow, even though I'm a little cold today, I'm not that quite warm, but the wind, it felt so good. I just was like, I really wanted to stay out longer, but I really had to get back home and be responsible and do some other things that I had to work on. I had to, like start working on my video making and sending videos out, like, because that's, I have to do those things, So, but you want to have balance in life. You don't want to be all work and no play, and that's what I've been my whole life pretty much. Is I've been so concerned about making money and trying to put food on the table. Is and it's a Virgo thing, I guess, is that like it's so hard to sometimes get out and enjoy life. And the other thing that besides spending your time wisely is and getting out in nature and exercising is so good. I love playing sports. I'm like a big kid. I do. And I'm, like, I can't say I'm great at any of them, but I love playing volleyball. Man, I used to be that girl that had to stay way back there, boom, get that ball way over there, and those hurt your hands, when you do that. And I love playing basketball. Let's see, what other stuff do I like to play? I love to swim like a little fish out there. I do know how to swim very well. I got to learn a lot of things in school, and I'm so blessed by that. Let's see, tennis. I love playing tennis. Tennis is a very, very active sport. My good, you better have good sneakers for that. Same with basketball, because you do a lot of moving around and stuff like that, depending on how you play basketball. I play one-on-one. One with myself. It's Kathy Digman and Starlight. We're both playing basketball together. So you want to get out, and get yourself active. If not, out with sports, like there's some things that you can't do by yourself, and that's why, those are things that I love having time with myself, but I prefer being with somebody, really. If if I had the choice, either be single or be with somebody that you're in love with, I would pick definitely be with somebody that I'm in love with, a greater love with. I've lived by myself most of my time in my life. My family are in shock that I'm not married yet. They're like, and they know I'm a great girl, they're all shocked that I have not found the one, but maybe I have. But I believe I have. I definitely, I'm just, I'm being funny there. I definitely have. The universe has the greatest taste. What can I say? And so anyway, is that you want to be physically active, get out, get some exercise, and guys, hey, go out to the gym, do some weights. I love seeing a guy have some muscles. I do. Muscles to me is a huge turn on. I don't know about all those other women out there, what they think about muscles. Now there's muscles and then there's muscles. Now I'm not into the really big muscles. Those are a little much for me. I've seen some muscles, like not really on men that I've known, but watching, looking at magazines maybe, or on somewhere on TV where, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's what comes up on TV. He's a big guy. There's another guy, he was one of my Hollywood favorites. He played in Kickboxer. I'm horrible with names, though. Even guys that I really like never can remember their names or even pronounce them sometimes. I love muscles. So guys, hey, girls, not all girls might not like muscles. I like feeling them. Hey, let me feel your muscle. Ooh. I do. I have a funny, I'm all about man. I like a manly man, so yeah, girls, I believe a lot of chicks do dig that, like a manly man, maybe not all of them, and women, we can, go out, and do yoga, not that you have to go out and do any weights, I'm pretty strong in the arms and stuff like that, but, you can do, exercises, that they have out there, either at a gym. You could still do weights if you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but, I have muscles without doing those. I've been doing yoga. Whew, you want to try a workout? Wow. Today was my first day actually checking a guy out. Not that I was checking him out that way. That sounded really bad. I wasn't checking him out really. I'm serious. But no, normally I have women that do yoga, and I was looking for a 30-minute because now I don't do 10 minutes anymore, and I don't do 15. I upped it up to 30-minute of beginners yoga. Hatha gotta do it. It has to be beginners yoga. Wow. Because there was a guy, and I really typed up like yoga for beginners for 30 minutes. And so there was a guy, and man, I had to stop the video. I couldn't do anything he was doing. Like, wow, dude, how the heck did you get your body like that? Like, wow. I was like, I tried. I was on my floor trying to get my butt to do what he was doing. It was like, I'm like, my body couldn't even do that. So I had to stop that video and find back to the females now. It's like, dude, you're not for beginners. They can't start there, so that was funny. I just couldn't believe, I've seen other stuff with yoga. I'm in shock, really. You want to try something, try some yoga, like it's some painful stuff, but I'm gonna keep going. Oh my, I'm gonna crack up here. Yeah, yoga is something. I'm gonna probably come up with a video on that one, what I think about yoga. So I am so sorry, I'm laughing my butt off here, but really it's important to get out and get some exercise. It's pretty much what all of that is all about. Do some stretches, find out what your body can and cannot do. Really, when you're starting to do yoga, you find out, wow, man, they make it look so easy on there. They do. Yeah, I'm impressed. There's women that, I see one of the girls actually had a belly. She was pregnant. I'm like, wow, she's pregnant and she's doing yoga. I'm not pregnant. I would love to be, but I'm not. Lots of babies. So, yeah, you got to really, get out in nature, go take a hike. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Please don't go anywhere. I do love all of you. just really use your time wisely, not only just exercising or, like getting out in nature, but, there's other things that you can do, like do some arts and crafts, play some music. I love music. I'm a huge, you can play me a tune. I would love to hear you play a tune. A guy actually reached out to me on Facebook, and he makes instruments. I was like, wow. Like I don't even know what they were called. I was like, wow, they are beautiful. I used to play piano, and I loved it. I had a really good teacher. At the time, it was really cheap, really, for the time that I was loving it. So I was getting a hang of it. Had a beautiful piano at that time, and right now I don't have one, so I do love piano, and there's other instruments I love out there. I love hearing them. Guitar is another one that I've always wanted to learn how to play guitar. I want to be a rock star. I've always wanted to be a star. Or another thing I love, not that I always get them all the time, is writing, like write a book, or poems. I'm a sucker for a poem, as long as I understand what the poem means. There's some poems out there that are so deep I don't understand what they mean, and everybody's like, wow, yeah, that's a great poem, and I'll read it. I'm like, I didn't get it. And I used to like the rhymery poems, so when I was a kid growing up, I loved stuff that rhymed. I was really good. Sometimes it got me in trouble with rhyming words, I really had a ball with that. So really, use your time wisely, like with your pets, get them outside, and your kids, bring them outside. Your cat, you might have to keep it inside though. Some cats are inside cats, but mainly dogs, and there's some cats that are inside outside pets, so really you got to really think of where your time is going, and you really want to get out and exercise, because you don't want to, just stay inside all the time and not do anything, like physically, like if I understand if you got some problems where you can't go out and do sports or walking, but think of other things. There's other things that you can do, that will help you out, like arts and crafts, I do understand there's some people with their legs that they do have problems, so that's why I make videos on hiking. Is if you can't get out, I have videos so you can hear me talk. I'll talk about who knows whatever I'm going to talk about. I do have a weird video going to be coming out soon. I can't believe some of the stuff I said. I don't even know where it came from. Something I picked up a long time ago when I used to go to church. So it was kind of a funny thing about how we all are one. That was the whole purpose of that video, but it was funny how long sorry about that. So yeah, I just really want you to make the most of your time. Really, I really care about you, and I'm trying to help you out. So like if you don't use your legs, later on, I did know some people, they actually passed away, that they didn't go out and walk a lot. They were an alcoholic. Oh my color on my screen. But I don't know why that's happening, is that they didn't go out and exercise. They were really tall and skinny, and they actually was they had a drinking problem, and their legs were so weak. They had a really hard time getting anywhere because they weren't using those muscles. So it is so important that you do, like get out and nature somewhere, and if you can, but if you can't, think of things that you can do that will really help you out, like writing, write some stories, something that will help somebody, inspire somebody. That's what we need. We need, not the sad stuff like I was starting to do, like you don't want depressing things to make people feel sad and depressed. You want to make something that's going to inspire people, to help them to look forward to something, like, that's all you need to do. So anyway, I do love you, all of you. And this is Starlight again. And you can like this video. You could give it a thumbs up. You could share it with a friend. Or you could subscribe. And you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. You could leave a message down below this video. And if you want, you can get in contact with me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight. Or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So this is Starlight. I love you so much. I'm always thinking of different angles to help you out, and really use your time wisely. Like it does. Time goes by fast. I mean, like, one point my kids were little babies, and now they're in their 30s. How did that happen? It does. My parents told me when I was a kid that like time time goes by fast, and I didn't believe them at that time. It just seemed like things were slow, and that was one thing they were right about. It does. Things that like, I grew up quick. And so anyway, this is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.